Imagine stepping onto Venus, the hottest, most crushing world in our solar system. Now ask yourself, could you even survive 5 seconds there? In today's video, we're diving into one of the deadliest what-if scenarios in space, spending just 5 seconds on Venus. That may sound like nothing, barely enough time to blink, breathe, or say a word. But on Venus, even a few seconds could be catastrophic. From searing heat hot enough to melt lead, to crushing pressure that could flatten a submarine, we're going to break down exactly what would happen to your body, your senses, and your survival moment by moment. Stick around until the end, because you'll see why those 5 seconds might be the shortest and most terrifying of your entire life. Venus isn't just another rocky planet. It's often called Earth's twin because of its size and mass. But don't let that nickname fool you. Where Earth is a cradle for life, Venus is a furnace of death. Surface temperature: 462 degrees Celsius, 864 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hotter than the surface of Mercury, even though Venus is farther from the Sun, thanks to its runaway greenhouse effect. Atmospheric pressure: 92 times Earth's, equivalent to being a full kilometer beneath the ocean. Atmosphere composition: almost pure carbon dioxide, laced with sulfuric acid clouds. Winds and storms, hurricane force, speeds at high altitudes, though the surface is calmer, blanketed in suffocating haze. When scientists describe Venus, they don't call it challenging or unpleasant. They call it hellish. And that's exactly where you're about to step. Let's imagine you're in a spacecraft orbiting Venus. The hatch opens. You have no protective suit, no helmet, nothing, just you. You take one step, and in that instant, the 5-second clock begins. Second 1. The first breath you'll never take. The moment you're exposed, the air around you is a suffocating blanket of carbon dioxide. Your lungs scream for oxygen, but none exists here. You can't even take in a full breath. The crushing pressure forces your chest inward. It feels as though an elephant just sat on your rib cage. At 462 degrees Celsius, your skin instantly registers pain beyond comprehension. Moisture evaporates, and sweat boils off before it even forms. The proteins in your skin cells begin to denature, the same way an egg white turns solid when you fry it. You are literally cooking alive. Second 3. Pressure meets flesh. The atmosphere, 92 times denser than Earth's, forces its way into every exposed opening. Nose, mouth, ears, even the microscopic pores of your skin. If you exhaled before stepping out, your lungs may collapse inward. If you inhaled, the pressure could rupture delicate tissues instantly. The acidic haze envelops you. Sulfuric acid droplets cling to your skin and eyes, burning into flesh and corneas. Vision blurs, and pain consumes every nerve. Your clothes, if you had any, start to weaken and corrode. Second 5. System failure. By now, you are not conscious. Oxygen deprivation has cut off your brain. Your body is in shock, cells are dying. Organs shutting down. Technically, you've survived 5 seconds. But survival in this context means your body is present, not that you're alive and well. The Venusian environment has already won. So here's the question. If even 5 seconds is fatal, how did we ever send probes to Venus? And why can't humans create a suit to withstand those conditions, at least for a short while? The Soviet Union's Venera program. Back in the 1970s and 80s, the Soviets achieved what no one else had: landing spacecraft on Venus. Venera 13, for instance, survived for about 127 minutes before it was completely destroyed by the heat and pressure. That's the best any machine, let alone a human, has ever managed. A cooling system capable of resisting almost 900 degrees Fahrenheit continuously. A pressure suit tougher than anything used on Earth, or even the bottom of the ocean. Seals and joints impervious to sulfuric acid corrosion. Even if you could build such a suit, the weight alone would make moving nearly impossible. And remember, this isn't about surviving for hours. It's about seconds. Electronics struggle. Even NASA's most advanced prototypes, like silicon carbide chips, can withstand Venus-like temperatures for only limited periods. If machines are failing, imagine flesh and blood. So here's the brutal truth. If you step onto Venus unprotected, 5 seconds is 5 seconds too long. Your body isn't designed for an inferno under crushing pressure. You wouldn't just die, you'd experience a level of destruction so rapid, so complete, that it makes the vacuum of space seem merciful by comparison. In space, you might last 15 seconds before losing consciousness. On Venus, half that time, and you're already cooked. Venus is Earth's twin only in size. In every other way, it's the most hostile surface in the solar system. In just 5 seconds, you'd suffocate, burn, collapse, and dissolve. No human has ever stood there, and no human likely will at least, not without technology far beyond what we have today. But this deadly scenario isn't just science fiction. It's a reminder of how unique Earth really is. A thin, balanced atmosphere, just the right pressure, just the right distance from the Sun. 5 seconds on Venus shows us that our planet isn't just home, it's a miracle.